Hello, Erica here, and I'm here today to announce my participation in Bout of Books 15.0. Bout of Books is a readathon that happens a few times a year, and the only rule is that you should have fun and read. So you're able to set your own goals. There are many challenges that happen on each of the 7 days of the readathon, but there aren't like challenges for specific books you have to read or a specific number or time or anything like that. So it's kind of up to you what goals you set, if you set any at all. It's been a while since I participated in a week-long readathon. I have a really hard time with week-long readathons because my work schedule is so unpredictable, but I have been in a bit of a slump the past 2 months, and I really want to get 2016 off to a good start with my reading, so I thought I would go ahead and try this one. My goal for this week, so January 4th to the 10th, which is when the readathon runs, is to read 7 books. I've picked 7 pretty short books. Like I said, because I don't know how much time I'm actually going to have to read. I know for a fact that the first day of the readathon, which is tomorrow, Monday, I will be working from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I might read 20 or 30 pages when I get home before I go to bed, but that's going to be totally it. So that day's already kind of a wash, and I have no idea what's going to happen the rest of the week. But without further ado, let me show you what I'm planning to read. First of all, I have 3 books that I am currently reading that I would like to finish. I'm a little overwhelmed right now because I have 4 books on my currently reading shelf on Goodreads, and it's stressing me out. So I'd like to get most of them done with, so I'm back to reading just 1, maybe 2 books at a time, maybe 1 physical, 1 audiobook. But it's stressing me out. So the things that I'm currently reading are The Trip to Echo Spring on Writers and Drinking by Olivia Lang. I'm about 70 pages into this, and it is... Dun, 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 dun. It is... Oh gosh. So there's a lot of extra material at the back. I'm just trying to find out where the book actually ends. Okay. It's about 300 pages long. So I have about 230 pages to go, which isn't bad at all. And I am thoroughly enjoying this so far and would like to finish this up this week. The next one I just started, and that's Patrick Rothfuss's The Slow Regard of Silent Things. This is a novella that tells the story of Ari from the Kingkiller Chronicles, and I'm really excited about it. I'm about 30 pages in. There is a slight possibility that I might finish this today on Sunday, in which case I obviously will not be reading it for Bout of Books. I'll replace it with something else, but I don't think I'm going to actually have time to finish it. I do only have 120 pages left, but we will see if that actually gets done. It'll get done either today or sometime next week. Next, I have a play, which is super weird for me. I don't know that I've ever read a play since I've been on BookTube. And that is Shrieker Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. In Olivia Lang's book, The Trip to Echo Spring, she's talking a lot about Tennessee Williams and his relationship with alcohol. And his plays keep popping up, and I have never read any of them. We did not read this in high school. I know a lot of people do, but we did not. We just watched the movie, which I don't remember at all, so I have a feeling that I slipped through that class, as I had a tendency to do. So I'm really excited to read this. It should be a quick read because it is a play, so there's not a ton of text on each page, and we'll see how I get on with it. I think I'll like it a lot. Next, I have a tiny little novel that I've been meaning to read forever, and I just haven't yet, and that's The Hen Who Dreamed She Could Fly. Let's see if my computer... There we go. You can kind of see the cover better there. This is by Sunmi Wang. She is a Korean author, and I've heard that this is a sweet little story about a hen named Sprout who dreamed that she could fly. So this is about 140 pages long, not long at all, and hopefully I will get through that this week. Then I have a book that I just bought yesterday, so I have not hauled this yet. It is absolutely beautiful. This is A Wild Swan and Other Stories by Michael Cunningham. Michael Cunningham is the author of The Hours, which I love. Love, 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 love. And I talked about this in my anticipated releases video. I'm very excited to have this now. These are original fairy tales, I believe, by Michael Cunningham. They are illustrated, really cool black and white illustrations. The book cover itself, I don't know if you can see, is embossed right here with a swan. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is not very long at all, and I think that it's going to be a pretty quick read. So again, this is about 130 pages long, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fairy tales. So that's not bad at all. At 13 pages approximately for each story, I should be able to fly right through this. So I hope I get to that this week. And lastly, I have one graphic novel in the mix because, like I said, I don't know what work's going to throw at me, so I should probably have something that I can get through quickly on hand, and that is the second volume of Sweet Tooth by Jeff Lemire. I read the first volume quite a few months ago, and for some reason I just haven't gotten to the second one yet. I'm really excited about it. This is kind of dystopian fiction about these kids who are born with certain physical features of animals, and that's really all I can give away because you should just read it. It's really beautiful, it's really heartbreaking, and I'm excited to get into the second volume because I've heard that the series just gets better and better. So that is all that I'm planning to read. I mean, it would be awesome if I could get through all of that and then some, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I would be really pleased if I get through all of that. Please let me know if you are participating in Bout of Books or in TBR Takedown, which I know is happening this week as well. I decided not to do both of them just because I didn't really feel like picking out books to fit the 5 challenges for TBR Takedown, but I'm there in spirit. So yeah, let me know if you're participating. Let me know if you read any of these books and what you thought about them, and I will be back soon to let you know how everything went. Thanks, y'all. See you next time.